Alright guys, we are back at the pivotal moment where we made our fatal mistake and got Yamato's ending. But now we're going to get Takuya's ending, which should be a happier ending for our boy. Fingers crossed. I mean, that was a pretty sad ending that we got the first time around, so I'm hoping. So this time we're gonna pick... What's his connection to Yamato? A Monshiro? Whoops. This button. There we go. What's his connection to Yamato? There must be a reason why he specifically brought the two of us together. As I make my way back to my room, I find myself unable to shake the feeling that somehow, in some way, the two of them are connected. So we didn't have any thoughts about keeping everything hidden. Interesting. The following evening, after the others have all fallen asleep, I sneak out of my room. As he promised, the man in the fox mask is waiting for me. He takes me back to the greenhouse in Yamato and then walks me back. This becomes my daily routine, unbeknownst to the others. It pains me, being unable to tell Hikage that his brother is safe and sound. There are times when I think it might be better to reveal the truth and it almost slips out. Each time, though, I end up stopping myself and saving ourselves some grief and a bad ending. Yamato wants me to keep it quiet, and ultimately I think it would be best to do as he wishes. I don't want to betray the budding trust between us. Perhaps because he has no one else to talk to, Yamato has become much friendlier than he was when we were together in the hideout. Taking his shirt off, playing soccer with us, you know. Good evening, Yamato. I'm back. It's always nice and warm in here.
That was a big one. You getting enough sleep? I can sleep during the day, but you can't. You know you don't have to force yourself to come here, right?
It's fine. I'm not forcing anything. I'm here because I want to see you. Don't worry.
Weirdo.
Sitting in the grass with his legs crossed, Yamato starts to play with fallen leaves. I take a seat next to him and start pulling things out of the basket I brought from the hideout.
What you got there?
Exactly what it looks like. A lunchbox. I made us some food. I open up the lid. The inside of the box is packed with sandwiches, coleslaw, and fruit for dessert.
What do you mean, lunch? It's nighttime. Plus, ever since I became like this, I don't really get hungry.
But that doesn't mean you can't eat at all, right? Come on, a life without food's... How did I manage to mess that up? A life without food's just boring, is what I was trying to say. How about we eat together? Or later, if you want. Even if he looks different, I still don't want him to forget his life back at our hideout. It might seem kind of pushy, but that's why I brought the food in the first place.
I'll take it then. How'd you manage to make all this without somebody noticing anyway?
I put it together while I made everyone else's food. My cooking has gotten really good since I came here. Oh, Usagi brought us those strawberries. They're really sweet and tasty.
Usagi, huh?
Well, I mean, she brought the basket like she usually does. We didn't see her or anything. I told Yamato everything that we heard from Usagi after his disappearance. That this place is the world in between that of the living and the dead. That souls who lose all hope become monsters. And that we have to have the kaleidoscope if we want to return to the real world. After I had finished talking, he was a lot calmer than I was when I heard all of it. Maybe because his body had already transformed? Could it be that he has already accepted the absurdity of this world?
Oh, by the way, speaking of Usagi and masks or whatever, that guy in the fox mask has actually started popping in on me.
What? He wouldn't even come into the room before. Did he say anything?
Nope. Just shows up. And if I try to talk with him, he doesn't say a word.
Oh. Yeah, I guess he isn't much of a talker.
The guy's harmless, so I just let him do whatever he wants. But sometimes he'll follow me around without a peep if I walk somewhere.
He follows you around? The image of a puppy following its owner around pops into my mind. I break into laughter at the thought of such a peaceful scene. That's kinda cute. He must like you.
Yo, fox mask or not, the guy's a grown man. Showing up out of nowhere like that is damn creepy.
Oh.
It
It feels as if the air around us has suddenly frozen. I look beyond the nearby shrubbery and spot the man in the fox mask gazing at us in silence.
Oh, I mean, not exactly creepy, but it's just like weird getting eyeballed like that. It'd be different if you were a little friendlier, you know?
Bold words for Yamato. The man in the fox mask doesn't react. His gaze is locked on something. Is he looking at the lunchbox? Are you hungry? The moment I ask, his stomach growls loudly. I knew it! You're hungry, aren't you? The man in the mask nods.
You want some? Here.
Yamato holds out a sandwich, and the man starts inching towards us. Come on, have a sandwich. He's like a timid little animal. That's quite a change from boldly slaying monsters. I wonder why. He takes the sandwich from Yamato and sits down next to us. He reaches for his mask, preparing to take it off. When he notices us staring at him, he turns his back to us before removing it. He won't let us see his face. That's too bad.
You like it? Make sure you chew that or you're gonna choke. You even listening? Man, you eat like a little kid.
Yamato's tone is sharp, but there's also something gentle in his voice. We settle into a nice rhythm, each of us eating and occasionally reaching into the lunchbox for more food. Together, the three of us quietly enjoy the meal. Aw, so wholesome. This time he's got his brother to keep him company so he doesn't completely lose his mind, hopefully.
By the way, what's your name? Your name. It's a pain not knowing what to call you.
Having finished dessert, Yamato starts to question the man. He puts his mask back on and turns back to us, but seems as if he isn't going to reply.
Can you not remember? Don't just sit there. Say something.
He's not refusing or agreeing, but it sure is hard to talk to him without having a name. His gaze meets Yamato's and he shrugs in resignation.
Then how about I name you after one of our extra rooms?
We don't remember who we are, so we use the names on the rooms we're staying in, like a nickname.
And the room we had open was...
Monshiro! I'm pretty sure it was called Monshiro.
How about it? Sure beats calling you Fox, man.
Monshiro?
Yeah, Monshiro.
Monshiro.
A tinge of joy seeps into his voice. I can feel how happy he is. He likes it. He's not very chatty, but he's pretty easy to read. Well, pleased to meet you. I'm Beni. Thank you for bringing me to the greenhouse these past few days. I hope we can be friends, Monshiro.
Beni.
I'm Yamato. I've got a feeling we've met for a reason. Anyways, nice to meet you.
Yamato. Beni. Yamato. Beni. Yamato.
Yo, it's not magic. Don't keep chanting it like that.
Come on, Yamato. You don't have to get on his case like that. He's just trying to remember our names. Isn't that right, Monshiro?
Beni.
Haltingly, like a child only just having learned a new word, Monshiro repeats our names over and over. It's so cute, I can't help but smile. I feel a comforting warmth enveloping my heart. It's not his turn yet, Beni. You gotta wait. Okay. I had a lot of fun today. I'm glad we got a chance to talk, Monshiro.
Oh,
As always, Monshiro walks me back to the hideout. Before we part ways, I turn to face him. Monshiro, where do you usually stay? Are there other places in the manor where it's safe to live? But you're not with any other friends, are you? Doesn't it get lonely, being all by yourself?
friends.
Okay, this is more like a Monshiro scene, so I think I'm gonna skip this one. Okay, so he gave us the ribbon. So now we gotta convince everyone to take this boy in. Thanks, Kurosaba. Now I've got trouble. Let me get that cute scene again. Oop, oop. Hold on. Alright, now we gotta go back in time. Yeah, a few days later. That works. Perfect. I really love that feature. It's so good. A few days later... So, Monshiro's been getting along better with the others.
Him? How's he pulling that off? He's not exactly a sharer.
Kurosaba has really been looking out for him. Sometimes they play board games together. Monshiro's actually really good at them.
No kidding. Didn't expect that. But hey, I'm glad you're doing alright, Monshiro.
Yeah,
Monshiro had been playing with the butterflies, but he stops for a moment to nod. He then goes right back to chasing butterflies.
Is he really listening? Sometimes I think he's just nodding and not really paying attention.
He does seem to be having fun, though. At the end of the day, I think he really likes you, Yamato.
Huh?
He likes being near you. He's much more relaxed now than he is at the hideout.
I don't get it. I didn't do anything to make him like me.
But there's no doubt that he acts totally different when he's here. He must be happy because we haven't come by here in a while. Oh, by the way,
Yeah,
I'm sorry I couldn't drop by recently.
something happened.
Everyone's been going to bed kind of late recently. I haven't been able to slip out of the room.
Gotcha.
Do you still not want to come back, Yamato? If you did, we could see each other every day. And I'll bet Monshiro and Hikage would be happy too. Hikage is waiting for you. He might not show it, but I think he's really worried about where you've gone.
Yeah, I guess he is. But not yet. Not now. I can't yet.
Yamato. I still don't know why, but Yamato is refusing to show himself to the others. I wish I could at least tell Hikage where he is. Hearing Yamato's dejected mumbling, Monshiro comes over and moves in close to him. And then... Jump!
Whoa! What are you doing?
Suddenly, he starts furiously rubbing his hand all over Yamato's head.
Ow! Ouch! Yo, back off! There's better ways to pick a fight, you know!
Yamato.
No, he's not trying to fight. He doesn't want to fight. I think he was trying to comfort you.
Oh! In what world is grabbing a guy's head and yanking it around comforting?
Well, apparently this one. It seems like he's got some trouble gauging the appropriate distance to keep from people. When he's talking to Kurosaba, he gets right up in his face, but stands pretty far away when it's Hikage. I guess he really isn't used to interacting with others.
Gah! That's enough, Monshiro! I get it, seriously!
Okay.
Yamato sighs loudly, fixing his mussed-up hair back into place.
So, not that good with the whole space thing, huh?
I've always been alone, so no. What do you mean by space? Am I strange?
Ah, gotcha. Guess you really wouldn't know if you've never had to deal with people.
Yeah.
As if reminded of himself, Yamato smiles. He must have felt lonely being here all by himself. And yet, he still won't come back.
Okay, pay attention. If you want to make someone feel better, this is how you do it.
Oh.
He rests his large hand, again, on top of Monshiro's head. Monshiro stares ahead as Yamato strokes his hair, a comfortable expression spreading across his face.
Akage and Kaguya are a little edgy around you now, but they'll come around eventually.
It'll definitely work out. Right, Monshiro? Monshiro remains silent and continues to allow Yamato to pat the top of his head. Aww.
Oh yeah, you guys ever go to that room?
Just as we're about to return, Yamato drops a question on us. What room?
On the second floor. Got a bunch of bookshelves lining the walls. Documents and papers all over. It's a huge mess.
I forgot that you were the one to tell us about that room, so that's why you were over there. I totally forgot you're the one who told us about it. Bookshelves? So, it's like a study?
Could be. I got nothing better to do all day, so I've just been roaming around the manor. In that room, it's like weird. The way it looks makes me think somebody's actually been using it.
Huh? You mean there are other people living here besides us? Could it be Usagi? Or maybe... the Master? My stomach twists into knots at the thought of it.
The door was open, so I took a peek inside. Saw some black butterflies around, though, so I decided to get out of there.
No, I've never been there. Do you have any idea what it could be, Monshiro?
No.
Even he doesn't know, and he's been here for a long time.
Well, it could be something. Or it might be nothing. Either way, I'd say check it out.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Just don't check out a certain book is all. Alright, exploration time. So, I can fast forward again. And there's the study. Alright, so I do not want to pick up the book. Turn away! Oops. There we go. Then we fought the monsters, made the kaleidoscope, got some memory back, and like, hey, you're not in this picture, Monshiro, if that is your real name. What's the context for this? Should I try to remember? I'm pretty sure I do. I don't think... I'm gonna go on a hunch and say the I don't have to is for Kurosaba, maybe? But because I'm trying to get to the real world ending, I need to remember how we got here and remember Monshiro and Yamato's true selves. So I'm gonna guess I have to do this. And press the right buttons is also something I need to remember. Alright, I want to remember... Then we remember Kaguya. Then we almost got engaged. Now it's chapter 5, okay. Is this the reveal of the master? Possibly. I'm just gonna look at the flowchart real quickly. Okay, we have done this before. Just wanted to make sure. Okay. So we'll skip everything we've read. Okay, now Kurosba's missing, so let's go back. Hold on. Okay, so Kurasuba's missing. Okay, let's jump to here before we go find Yamato. I've got to hope for the best and keep moving forward. That's right, Yamato! If he helps me look, then maybe... I look up at the fancy central stairway, considering my options. There's no one around. I could go to Yamato without anyone else knowing. I cast another careful glance around before running up the steps. I forgot how beautiful this place is in the daytime.
Huh? Kurasuba's gone.
Yeah, we woke up this morning and nobody could find him. I managed to make it to the greenhouse without too many issues. Somehow muscle memory helped me find the way. Yamato was surprised when I showed up, but sounded totally calm once we started talking. Do you know where he could have gone? Did you see him anywhere last night?
No, not at all. I've been up here since yesterday.
Did you hear any noises outside? Anything at all?
Sorry, I don't remember.
Oh, okay. My hopes are met with disappointment. It's like I'm moving through each possibility, each potential clue, and crushing them to pieces myself.
Anything go down in his room? Like a fight or something?
I don't think so. He went back to his room in a hurry last night, and I don't think he met anyone after that. I did notice he was acting a little strange. Sort of like he was distracted by something. I should have talked to him more.
He just would have brushed you off. He's always been like that.
But... As I'm responding, something about what he said catches my attention. He's always been like that?
Oh,
Yamato, did you get your memory back too? You know about Aki?
Huh. Guess you did too.
I did. To be honest... Blah, 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 blah. I explained that each of us recovered part of our memories after we all looked at the photo from the study. And then... It looks as though Yamato remembered about all of us being childhood friends some time ago. I give him a small, shy smile.
I was planning on keeping it to myself if you guys didn't remember everything, but I guess you have.
Yeah. You used to tease me all the time, Takuya.
No, that's not... I didn't. Look, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, like a few nights ago. Sorry for mentioning it. We've got a lot of catching up to do. I've got so many things I'd like to talk to him about. But right now...
First, we've got to find Kurasuba. Little crybaby Aki.
Right.
He's probably just off by himself, sulking about something stupid. Which means we better go find the guy.
Little crybaby Aki. How long has it been? Yamato agreed to help, and we parted ways a few hours ago. Alright, so we parted ways, so it's time to fast forward again. There's crybaby Aki. Shot in the shoulder. And now everything's about to go down Crazy Town. Here we go. We can fast forward your transformation. Until Yamato comes to save the day. Okay. Pretty close to here. Thanks for taking that bullet, Kaguya. Okay. Do. It's close to here. Hello? Anybody want to talk? Anybody? That is still terrifying. Him just like slowly walking up. There we go!
Keep your damn hands off her, you bastard! Ugh!
Yay! Yamato tears into Hokage with his razor-sharp claws. My hero.
Yamato! You!
Hokage jumps away and presses his hand to the fresh wound. Blood trickles through his fingers, crimson droplets splashing to the floor.
So, it was you all along, huh? Master of the house. What you gonna do now, asshole? Gonna fight and bleed all over the place?
Hikage grabs Kaguya away from me and points his gun at the back of his head, taking steps backwards.
Stay where you are. If any of you so much as moves a muscle, I'll put an end to him right here.
Kaguya is barely conscious. He clutches at his side as Hikage drags him away. Wait! Where are you taking him? Please, stop! Don't hurt him!
Beni, stop!
But...
Listen to him. Don't move.
No! Kaguya! A hand on my shoulders holds me in place as I watch the two of them disappear into the darkness. All I can do is grit my teeth in frustration. And just like that, we're at chapter 6. Woo! We flying now. It's been a while since I've done this part of the game, though, so... The scarlet carpet is steeped in blood. So many things happened all at once. My willpower gone, I sit on the bloodied floor. The kaleidoscope was nearly done, and we were soon to be returning to our original world. Why in the world did this have to happen? If what they said is true, Monshiro is Kazuya. And Hikage, the one I thought was Kazuya, is actually the true master of the manor. He had been deceiving us all along. He never really considered any of us his friends. That's why he was able to callously point a gun at us. I wonder if Kaguya is all right. He took a bullet in his side. He was hurt because he protected me. Confusion and despair swirl within me. Sadness, desolation, anger, emptiness. My heart is overloaded with emotions. I bite my lip to keep them from bubbling up and overflowing. It's like the silence following a storm. Those painful moments linger, as if refusing to acknowledge the passage of time. If they won't fade away, I wish time itself would just stop altogether. Not having to think about it anymore would be so blissful. I can't help but wish for everything to stop. I still can't believe Hikage is the master of the manor. Yet, he told us so himself, and then destroyed us. Were the days we all spent together nothing but a lie? We were just dancing for his amusement?
Beni, are you okay?
Oh. A silvery shadow appears before me. I look up awkwardly and see two clear eyes peering down. Kazuya.
Yes, right. My real name is Kazuya Kanda. I am sorry I didn't say so.
It's okay. His long eyelashes frame his innocent eyes. His eyebrows are perfectly shaped, and a high bridge nose is set in the center of his face. His lips, somewhat dry, are slightly parted. The face behind the mask is one familiar to me. Who else could have that frown?
Why are we making such a big deal out of going camping? Do we really have to take a picture?
Come on, Takuya. You couldn't even sleep last night. You were so hyped for this trip.
What? No, I couldn't sleep because it was so hot. It had nothing to do with the trip. I tried opening the window, but there was hardly any breeze.
No way. It was much cooler yesterday than it has been lately.
Kazuya. That's right. Unlike Takuya, who was always quick to anger, he was quiet and observant. He was quiet most of the time, and then from time to time he'd come out of nowhere and surprise everyone with a pointed comment or observation. His face is the same as Hikage's, but now that I look at him, it's clear that Monshiro is the real Kazuya. Yep. Monshiro, you were the real Kazuya. How did I not realize it? We talked, and I heard your voice, and we were often close enough to touch. I'm sorry I didn't realize it. I'm sorry I couldn't understand you.
I'm sorry too. I didn't say anything until now.
You really didn't. Why didn't you? Were you afraid of Hokage? Was he threatening you or something?
No, it's not that. I just...
Kazuya.
Yamato, reunited with his brother at last, can't seem to find the right words. He reaches out to console him, but pulls it back. He does this over and over again. Finally, he lets out a deep sigh.
This ain't the time for this. It's dangerous here. Come on, let's go somewhere else.
True enough. Where, though? The hideout's not safe from Hokage anymore, so we'll be in danger no matter where we go. And hey, you're alive? How'd you manage that one? Ooh, and are those claws the real deal?
Yo, quit staring! And keep your paws off me! I'm not in this body because I wanted the damn thing!
But it's so interesting.
Give me a break. Anyways, there's a greenhouse-type room in the manor. That's where I've been staying. Not furnished like the hideout, but safe at least.
the greenhouse.
Right. For now, we'll take refuge up there.
Yes. I think it'll be safe.
Lead the way, then. Come on, Beni Yuri. Beni Yuri?
Can you stand? Here, give me your hand.
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Thanks. With strong arms, he pulls me to my feet. I take another look down the hallway. Natsu. Kaguya was shot trying to protect me. The sight of the life draining from his face bubbles to the surface. His clothes were stained red with blood. He needed immediate first aid. What if something's happened? This is my fault. He protected me, and because of that, now he's... No. No, 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 no! Please, don't leave me.
Hey! You there?
I come to my senses and realize Yamato's hand is on my shoulder.
Don't dwell on the unnecessary. For now, just try to calm down. We'll think about how we can help him after, okay?
Yeah, you're right. With an aching heart, I left the scene. Yeah, don't give in to despair. Last time that happened, it was no bueno, girl.
Wow, how about that? Who knew there was a place like this in the manor? Sniffed out the trick door with your animal instincts, did you? Ow!
Not really sure how to take that, but you're getting on my nerves.
Wow, is that all it takes? Temper, temper. You're quite the simpleton, aren't you?
Pain in the ass.
Kurosaba is messing with Yamato even more than usual. It's a lively argument. Maybe he's happy to see him again. Or maybe he's trying to cheer us all up. We should be safe here for now. The greenhouse is unchanged. Countless flowers, all bursting with life, are spread throughout. They welcome us with their warmth.
There are white butterflies here. That means it's safe.
Yeah, we can get ourselves back together. I look at their faces once again. Yamato, Kurosaba, and Monshiro. Takuya, Aki, and Kazuya. I see each of them as they are, and as they exist in my memories. I try to hold on to the image so that I'll never mistake them for someone else again. The longer I look, the more the past returns to me.
So, Monshiro. You're Kazuya, huh?
Yes.
He nods and they look at each other in silence.
And that's what your voice sounds like. I can tell, though. You're definitely Kazuya.
Takuya.
Why didn't you tell me? Why'd you hide your face?
Because...
Must have been a reason, right? Did something happen between you and Hokage? Why didn't you say anything?
Calm down, Yamato. You need to give him a chance to talk.
My bad.
Yamato stops his questioning, and we look at Monshiro expectantly. After a few seconds of hesitation, he finally starts to talk.
I just couldn't. And I'm asking why. Because if I did, everything would be destroyed.
Be destroyed? Come again?
When I came to Beni, you were all friends. Hikage was the leader. And all of you seemed to be getting along.
That's because we trusted him like an ally and thought we were all working towards a common goal.
That's why. That's why I couldn't say anything. If I had, your relationships with each other would have been ruined. I didn't want to ruin your good times. I was really afraid of that. But it wasn't gonna go on forever anyway. The second we found out who he really was, everything would have fallen apart anyway. But I still couldn't say. If I said who I was, Hikage's lie would have been exposed. Everyone would have gone their separate ways. And then I'd be alone again. I don't want to be alone.
But that's no reason to let someone pretend to be you. That must have been so hard.
It's fine. I can endure pain and sadness. But I don't want to be alone. If all that cost is my name or my face, I will gladly pay the price. So, please, don't leave me. Oh, man.
He grabs my and Yamato's arms and begs us, his voice wavering. There are no tears streaking his cheeks, but to me it looks as though he is crying.
So, that's what this was. You've been alone all this time, ever since that day.
It's already been 10 years since that day.
Yamato's fingers tremble as he places them awkwardly on Monshiro's head. Slowly, clumsily, he starts to stroke his hair and pat his head.
I'm sorry. No. It was my fault anyway. You're wrong! It's my fault that you...
What are they talking about? Little by little, I start to lose track of what they're talking about.
I'm sorry.
It's already been 10 years.
It was my fault.
Since that day. Was it something that happened at camp? It must be.
I thought you got your memory back.
No, not all of it. Parts of it are still a blank.
Really?
Yes. The three of them look at each other, falling into a meek silence.
No. Never mind. It's nothing.
Huh? As if they've all come to a consensus, they cut the conversation short. Bleh. What do you mean it's nothing? There's no way. All of you know something. I'm the only one left out. And yet none of you will tell me. Why are you trying to dodge the question?
We're not dodging anything.
No, you...
Ow!
Suddenly, Kurosaba yelps in pain and grabs his arm. So subtle.
Oh, right. I got hurt. Forgot about that. It just slipped my mind in all the chaos, but suddenly it hurts again. Ow!
Are you okay? I'm sorry, I was so focused on everything else that I completely forgot.
At least it seems like the bleeding has stopped. Nature sure is amazing, isn't it?
I'm glad. But don't let your guard down. Let's go clean up your wounds at the pond over there.
Yeah. Wouldn't want it to get worse. Anyways, Yamato, come give me a hand.
What?
Just come on. Help me out with this wound, would you?
Huh?
Oh, come on. Can't you show a little sympathy for a wounded man?
What the hell are you talking about?
This is a strange turn of events. Yamato looks at Kurosaba, a confused expression on his face. It looks as though he doesn't understand what Karasuba is doing either. Karasuba? I can help you if you want.
You wanna see me naked? You interested in me or just naughty?
Why would you say something like that?
I'm a man, and as a man, I don't want you to see me when I'm at my most vulnerable. So, anyways, keep Monshiro company. Wouldn't want him to start feeling lonely again. Thank you. Come on, Yamato.
Fine.
The two of them, having come to some silent consent, head off to the far end of the greenhouse. He'd normally ask me to tend to his wounds. I wonder what's going on. Could they be trying to avoid me?
Don't worry. The wound didn't look that deep. It'll be okay.
Huh? Oh, yeah. I suppose so. I'm sure he'll be better in no time. I flash him a vague smile, belying the dark feeling of worry winding its way through my heart. I still can't believe this didn't end worse than it does in some endings, honestly. Maybe it'll still happen. Okay, so this is with Monshiro, so let's skip ahead a little bit. Okay. Hold on. Okay, so blah 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 blah. Monshiro's hiding things from me. Okay. And it's not just Monshiro hiding things from me.
And that's why, isn't it?
And, I mean...
Whisper, whisper. Even after they finish dressing Karasuba's wounds, the two of them continue to talk, tense expressions darkening their faces. They're so far away, though, that I can't hear anything they're saying. But I feel their gaze is on me, and I know that they're frequently looking over at us. Maybe they don't trust me. I can't help but wonder, since it seems like I'm the only one being kept in the dark. It's been like that since we came here. They won't tell me no matter how much I ask. Whenever I do, they just deflect. I thought we were friends. Was I the only one who really believed that? I'm the only one left behind. What am I to them? My gaze meets Yamato's for a moment, but he looks away. And with that, my patience finally snaps. Ugh! Why are you all talking behind my back like this? If you've got something to say, say it right to me. I can't stand people talking behind my back.
It's nothing. We're not really...
And you too, Karasuba. It doesn't take that long to put a bandage on your wound. What the heck were you two whispering about?
Ha ha ha. Nothing much. Just a little guy talk.
No, stop. I've had enough of you all trying to deceive me. Why won't you tell me what's going on? Why am I the only one being left out? What are you all hiding? If you can't tell me what the secret is, at least tell me why you're keeping it a secret. As I raise my voice, the two of them simply look away from me. Their obvious attempts to hide from the subject even after my outburst makes me even angrier.
Beni Yuri, please don't blame them.
Monshiro runs up to me and grabs me by the sleeve. But...
They both care about you. A lot. That's why there are things they just can't say.
Because they care about me? In my head, I understand that things like that do happen. But that's not fair. Being protected one-sidedly isn't what being friends is all about. It just makes me dead weight. A burden on everyone else. My anger isn't just aimed at them, but also how pitiful I really am.
If you see Hokage again, memories you're better off not getting back will...
Well, what?
I came to this place before the rest of you. I met Hokage. Hokage is a being that isn't human, and he has inhabited this in-between world for a long time. It's because he has been here for so long that he is skilled at manipulating thoughts, and slipping past everyone's mental defenses. If you had your memories, he would do things to confuse you. That's why you're better off not remembering.
Confuse me? Are you telling me it's better if I just don't think at all?
Yes.
So, even though I'm worried sick about Kaguya, even though everyone else is working towards something, you want me to just sit here without a care in the world?
I'm sorry.
He looks down at the floor and seems genuinely apologetic. I can't keep going. I look around, desperate to find an outlet for all of my emotions, but all I can see are the same two people shrinking away from me with their guilt. I thought we were a team, but in reality my heart is all alone. They're supposedly protecting me, but instead I'm just hurt. I'm assaulted by a helpless loneliness, and I end up staring down at the ground. I don't understand at all. If you trusted me even a little, you all wouldn't keep this a secret.
Beni, you okay?
We're not trying to keep you out of the loop, so cheer up, Kay?
They speak to me in comforting voices. They're going to think I'm even more hopeless if I keep trying to blame them. Okay. I get it. I'm sorry I troubled you all. I'm okay now. I was just a little confused. Maybe it is lucky that my memories haven't returned. I panic easily, and I'm not really that good at thinking about complex things. I don't know what exactly it is I'm getting now, but I pretend to agree nevertheless and smile at them. I gave up on trying to talk through things and lied to them. These people were supposed to be my friends. That's how they should be thinking of me, too. What would Kaguya say if he were here? Mornings turned to nights, and back again as the days continued to pass. At first, we were all on high alert, waiting for something to happen. Despite our expectations, our lives continued peacefully. Before long, we all started getting restless. A week goes by, and Karasaba's wounds have healed. We decide to take advantage of that and venture out. What's Hikage doing now? Is Kaguya alright? We sneak into our old hideout in search of answers, but there's nothing and no one there. I've had more than enough of all these uneventful days. Nothing is changing. It's quite the opposite. As always, they make sure I'm asleep before the three of them start talking. Every night I hear their lowered voices. The faint sounds of their conversations are like annoying bugs buzzing away in my ears. Whenever it happens, I embrace my solitude and flee into the world of sleep. And then, without warning, those days of solitude come to an end.
It's been a while. You all seem to be doing well.
I look over and see a tiny messenger in the center of the greenhouse bowing to us.
You know about this place, Usagi.
This world is the Master's garden. It does not matter where you are. He always knows.
Figured.
We form a circle around Usagi. She looks at each of us in turn. She stops for a moment longer on Monshiro, and then continues to look us over.
So, what do you want? I'm sure you're up to no good again.
I have come with orders from my master.
Orders?
Usagi takes a step forward and looks up at me. What is it?
I will make this short. Thanks to your cooperation, the kaleidoscope shards are nearly all accounted for. On my master's behalf, I would like to thank you. Only one shard remains. I would like to bring the one who holds the final shard to the master.
The one who holds the final shard?
Yes, and that person is you, Beni. You have the final shard, and so permit me to invite you to meet with the master.
What? I have it?
It is your hairpin.
I reach for the hairpin and remove it. It sits in my hand, giving off a bewitching glow. I don't get it. It looks like a regular hairpin.
Please, take a closer look.
I do as she asks. At the bottom of the mysteriously colored glass, I spot the familiar-looking shard within. This is the last shard? But how? Why is it in here?
I do not know.
I look down at it again. As I tilt it in my hand, the hairpin reflects a mysterious light. There's something about the light. It looks a little darker than usual now that I look at it. Hikage mentioned before that it absorbs despair.
In this world, things that are in some way connected to you in the world of the living can function as a protective charm. They can take in the misfortune and negative energies of the monsters in place of their owner.
Like this hairpin.
Yes, in your case.
I look at everyone else. Yamato's collar, Kurosaba's earring, Monshiro's pendant. All of them look darker than I remember.
Monshiro, yours is super dark.
Is this thing gonna hold up?
No. You've spent a long time here, and you've come into contact with the impurity countless times. It's strange that you are still all right.
Hold it. Is he gonna be okay if we don't do something about this? If he ends up like me,
Don't worry. I'm fine.
The hell do you mean, don't worry? How do you know you're gonna be fine?
In any case, it would be best for you to avoid the monsters. In addition, try to keep your emotions in check. And now...
Usagi looks directly at me.
Beni, will you come with me to the master? And do bring the final shard, of course.
To finish the kaleidoscope.
Yes.
Is Hikage really going to use it to send us back to the world we came from? Why is he so fixated on the kaleidoscope in the first place?
Please speak with him for the answers you seek. I merely follow my orders.
Oh, Usagi.
Slow down there, bunny ears. We're invited too, aren't we?
I'm coming. No matter what.
We ain't letting her go alone.
Everyone.
Yes, you may come as well. I'm certain some preparations will be necessary, of course. I will place signs in the manor to mark the way. Please come along when you are ready.
Signs?
You will see when you go out. Now, if you'll excuse me.
With that, Usagi bows and then disappears from the room.